Coming up on Fox 5, local churches will team up to spread joy and hope around our area. Pastor Miles McPherson will tell us how you can participate.
You're watching the Fox 5 Morning News at 9.
Tomorrow, more than 100 San Diego churches and pastors throughout the county are going to come together and they're going to pray for healing in our city. Pastor Miles McPherson from the Rock Church explains more about We Pray San Diego. Miles, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
How you doing, Raul? Yeah, we have over 5,000 people signed up in 11 locations, and it's just not the churches. We want to invite everybody out, no matter what you believe. We want the community, the police, the doctors and nurses who've been fighting COVID. We need to come together. We've had so much division. You can go to wepraysandiego.com and get the information. It's free. We'll actually give you a guide to help guide you through the prayer for however long you want to stay of the hour. I said we have 11 locations as far as north as San Marcos, down in South Bay, Southeast San Diego, Santee, downtown, administration building, and other sites. So we're very excited about it.
We were just talking with Assemblywoman Shirley Weber. We were talking about similar topics of race and bias and how everybody can kind of open their eyes, expand their horizons, understand one another a little bit better. I know that part of your goal here is to have people change their perspective perhaps about race, about the biases we all have. We got to admit we all have these. How does this event help people achieve that?
Well, it's one thing to think about something and to try hard in our own effort in any area of life, and that is important. But there's another thing to call to God for strength that we don't have, for wisdom we don't have, for patience we don't have, for grace we don't have. If God can't give us something that we don't have, then he's useless to us, right? And a lot of people think he's useless because they don't get anything from him. But here's an opportunity to say, God, we're doing the best we can and we're messing things up. So can you help us? Forgive us. We want to do that. We want to love our neighbor like you love us. We want to forgive like we've been forgiven. We want to unite like you're united. So this is an opportunity. It's not a protest. We are going to pray. We're going to line the streets 6 feet apart, and we're going to crowd to God. And like I said, we have people from all over the county. Churches have come together like I've never seen in my 30-something years of ministry. People are excited because we need to crowd to God and have God change our hearts.
How is this different than in times before? Because it seems to me like this event in particular came together pretty quickly. I'm not going to say it came together easily because I know you put in a lot of work, but it seemed to come together fairly quickly, and everybody seems to be on board more so now than ever before if you try to do something similar.
Yeah. People go to God when the devil overplays his hand, and I'll say it a different way. When people get tired of pain, they go to pleasure or relief, and God is one of those sources. And I think when we come to the end of our own efforts and we realize we can't fix something, or we're overburdened, or we have a problem too big for us, we cry out to God. Unfortunately, God doesn't want to be that to us. He wants to be a dad that we go to all the time. And so we're going to take advantage of this time. And we planned this long before George Floyd was killed. It was in response to COVID. And now we have, both things going on.
Even more reason.
Right. And so I just pray that God I know that God's going to do something. We just got to come to him humbly. So I want to invite everybody. People keep asking me, can this person come? Everybody. We have it in Spanish. We have it in Spanish and English. We have a guide. Again, if you go to wepraysandiego.com, you could download a guide where every 2 minutes we're going to prompt you for an hour. Wow. Pray for this, pray for this, pray for this, and make it really simple. You can go there now, wepraysandiego.com. And of course, we'll be online at the Rock website, Rock Facebook page.
Let's talk about Juneteenth. More than ever, people are talking about it. People are learning what it means, what happened in this country 155 years ago. What does the day mean to you? And does that play a role in the message for tomorrow in terms of inclusion and understanding race and bias?
Absolutely, we're going to be praying for unity. No question. I mean, we're going to be praying for health. We're going to be praying for a lot of the things we're facing today. What people have to realize about Juneteenth is that 2.5 years before Juneteenth was the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. So it was 2.5 years later that they actually ended it. And then right after Juneteenth, they started vagrancy laws in some states where, specifically against black men, that if you didn't have a job, you would go back and get arrested and then become a slave again. So it is a snapshot. It's a great day in history But the reason we're having the problems now is because it wasn't the end. And we got to keep fighting for equality and acknowledge the whole history. But it is a great day that they finally signed it and ended slavery, which was a dark, dark period in our time.
The more people know and learn about our history, the better we'll all be. Let's talk about this weekend's episode of Rock Your City on Sunday morning.
We're going to be talking. I wrote a book called The Third Option, which is my life. I've been preaching on it. Actually, it's behind me right there. And in our culture, it's us versus them. Those are your two options. And the third option is that we honor what we have in common, which I hope tomorrow does that. And when I'm teaching a series at the church, which is actually going to be on Fox Sunday morning, and we're going to be continuing to talk about your unalienable rights. So how God has blessed you with certain rights. Actually, we're talking about blind spots. Talking about blind spots Sunday. That's what the service is about. So we're very excited about that. We all have things we don't know, and it's very important for us to know that. So I'm going to be talking about how to get rid of those.
Miles McPherson, it's always a pleasure. We thank you for all you do. Keep it up. Thank you.
Hey, ask Charlie, are we partying tomorrow night?
Charlie's always a partier. Charlie, are you partying tomorrow?
I didn't have plans on it, Pastor Miles, but if you want to party, okay.
Come on, Charlie. What am I going to do tomorrow night?
He crashes I have an online party. Yeah. Online party, and Pastor Miles crashes it every week. You are the best. I love how you like to party, Pastor Miles.
Hey, come on, girl.
You can't control the two of you.
No.
That's the way it is.
Pastor Miles has some moves on him.
Come on, girl. I grew up. I don't know what y'all do where you're from, but we party where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can tell. I see
I'm
the
like
way What?
I'm the fuddy-duddy of the bunch.
You are the fuddy-duddy.
Pastor Miles, thank you as always. We'll see you right here Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you, my friend.